morning, and thank you for coming in today. We're going to do some flying. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, and I apologize for that. Life has just been busy, put it that way. And I really only had the opportunity to do like 1 or 2 streams a month, and it's probably, unfortunately, going to stay that way for a while, where I'm only going to have the opportunity to do 1 or 2 streams a month at least for a while, just the way my work schedule is and life schedule. And Sarah and I are going on our honeymoon in a week to Hawaii, which I'm looking forward to. So lots of good things happening, but yeah, just haven't had much time to really get onto the computer and stream. But I'm here this morning. We're doing a Virtue Safe Flying Club event that I'm hosting. Flying to St. Simon's Island this morning, and this looks like it's going to be some beautiful weather for this flight this morning. We're departing out of an airport called Hampton County, which is in South Carolina. This is a beautiful little freeware that I found, and then we'll be flying into St. Simon's Island, Georgia, of course. Place that I have been in real life before, went back when I flew charter, and the best barbecue place that I've ever been to actually is in St. Simon's Island, called Southern Smoke. And I wish I had some barbecue from that place right now to be able to enjoy while doing the stream this morning, but unfortunately that's not the case. But beautiful little airport area down there. Again, this looks like a pretty solid little freeware scenery that I found on the VATSIM.to website for this airport, Hampton County. We'll get a little bit more of a zoomed out view. This kind of has like the feel of like someone that's local to the field decided that they needed to get in here and customize the scenery for their own little local field, and it looks like they did a fabulous job of doing that. So I appreciate the work that they put in, and we'll get to do some flying out of here. And look at this, they even got the people hanging around, talking, waiting for some activity. You can see there's very little wind according to the American flag that's hanging there. There's just a little lake right here that's kind of right by the hangars, which is fabulous, although I wonder if that ends up flooding out the hangars at some point. If they have a lot of rain, who knows? But yeah, just a neat little freeware scenery that someone decided to make here, it looks like, and we'll take advantage of it for our flight this morning.
Good Fixins just resubbed
This is
for
the only thing that I
55
still don't
months.
like about
I feel
this.
a fart coming on.
Thanks for coming in today. This is the only thing I don't like still about this particular aircraft, the Beechcraft Sierra, is that it still doesn't have the dynamic registration. So I still can't get it to say November 124 Mike Charlie like I wanted to. So we're going to pretend that under the wing and on the tail there it says November 124 Mike Charlie, because of course that is my common use call sign on the VATSIM network. So there we go. So we got the sun and the moon competing right now this morning too. Look at that. All the things happening this morning. Again, this is a Virtue Safe Flying Club event. For those of you that do not know potentially what the Virtue Safe Flying Club is, it is a general aviation flying club on the VATSIM network. We do about 4 or 5 events every month, just like this one. You can see the banner that I've got pulled up for the event here this morning. I'm going to get the prompt to pull up the link to the Discord. And yeah, if you're interested in GA and want to participate with us in future events, if you're not already a club member, then you can join the Discord. You do have to be a VATSIM member to join. Let's see, this morning we got Vex Freeze, thanks for coming in today. Dusk PD2, thanks for coming in today. Polo Post, thanks for coming in today. And Good Fixins, thank you for the 55-month resubscription. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys are still willing to subscribe to the channel, seeing as I really only stream once or twice a month at this point, just with the way things are. But I do still appreciate it, so thank you very much for that. All right, let's go ahead and actually... Of course, I have to go use the little boys' room as soon as I start the stream, naturally. So I'm going to go do that real quick before we actually get the plane started. So you guys are going to get this nice view, the nice little sounds of water and birds chirping and whatever MusFuss decides to throw in there real quick. And I apologize, but I am going to go use the restroom real quick before we get started here, which is probably the smart thing to do, and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Now that we're done taking the piss behind the hangar, we should be ready to get going on this flight. All right, so we'll get inside here. We'll go ahead and turn the batteries on. We'll turn the avionics switch on. My phone is buzzing at me. It can stop doing that, please. We'll go ahead and open up the fuel tank switch here. There we go. We'll go all to there. Yeah, sorry, I just had to step behind the hangar and take a quick pee. I figured it'd probably be smart to do that before getting started on the flight, seeing as there's no potty in this aircraft. We'll go enter, enter, enter. All right, and all right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn the nav lights on. We'll turn the rotating beacon on. We're going to turn the fuel boost pump on. We're going to get the mixture and prop full. And we're going to get this airplane started. Clear left, clear right, clear prop. We got ourselves a good start. Turn the fuel boost pump off. All right. That's right. Well, actually, I just pissed on the side of the hangar, but nobody's gonna know. The sun will evaporate it all. It's fine. Let's see. Wait for this all to kind of load up and warm up here. There we go. It's not going to be too much creativity to this route this morning. It's going to be almost pretty much take off and fly direct to St. Simon Island. Well, we'll fly right over, pretty much directly over the city of Charleston, South Carolina by doing this. So that'll at least be something to look at. And we'll get closer to the water, of course, as we get closer to St. Simon's. So it won't be lacking in things to look at. It's just going to be a little bit potentially boring of a route. Yeah, we got ourselves a G5 set up here. Still got the old Garmin GPSs to go along with it, but it does have autopilot, which we will be making use of because I am a lazy sim pilot. I'm not lazy in the real airplane, but I am indeed a lazy sim pilot. So, life's a beach, that's correct. Why do you pop open the window for startup Vex? In real world, you want to open the window so that people can hear you when you scream clear prop, so that you are letting people know that you are going to be starting the engine, just in case someone, for whatever reason, is hiding under your propeller. Obviously, you're supposed to go and clear the area yourself, but that's why you open the window, so you can yell clear prop, make sure that nobody, if someone happens to be hiding under your airplane or hiding under your prop, that they get out of the way. That's like their last chance before devastation. Again, I really wish it would say 124 Mike Charlie on there. I wish they would have put the dynamic registration on this, whatever. Anyways, all right. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything on the exterior. It doesn't look like it. All right. We are on 122.9, which is the CTAF frequency for this small little field. We got guard on COM 2, just in case, because you never know. We're pretty much good to go here. We'll probably just do the run up here on the ramp, seeing as it's quite a small field and there's nobody behind us. There's nobody in the lake behind us, so we'll go ahead and run it up. Left mag. There's the drop. Back to both. Right mag. There's the drop. Reasonable, back to both. Cycle the prop a couple times. And we're good to go. All right, release the parking brake. Let's see. There was pretty much no wind. Nearby wind, all the places are reporting calm, or 0706 was the closest one. Again, looking just at the flag. Let's go back to the view of the flag over there. We can use that to guide us here, which runway we're going to take off. There really wasn't much wind that I could see. It looks like it's just barely this way. So it looks like we're going to taxi over to runway 11 here is what we're going to do. So there we go. But it's really pretty much calm wind. T-hangar neighbors love you. Yeah, well, I already pissed behind the T-hangars right before I got the airplane started, so they really love me. By the way, that message that Streamlabs just pulled up, the 4th anniversary Flying Club. I didn't finish that. Oh my god, I have to edit that because that didn't. Why did that? Why? I'm an idiot. It's supposed to say the 4th annual Virtue Say Flying Club Air Show takes place. Let me go ahead and fix that. But the 4th annual Virtue Say Flying Club Air Show takes place on Saturday, June 6, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the twitch.tv/Jeffrey B channel. You're not going to want to miss that. And the next time that pops up, it should be correct now that I just fixed it because I'm an idiot. Anyways, Hampton County traffic, Beechcraft 124 Mike Charlie's taxi, runway 11 Hampton County. Should probably have the taxi light on. Yep, that'll probably help. Love the view outside of this thing. No middle bar, no nothing. Just big old wide view. Also, I should probably set, we're going to climb to 6,500. I can go ahead and set that and get our autopilot kind of ready to go and juiced up here. It's going to be flight director heading and vertical speed. So that's going to be ready to go when we want to engage it. Apparently, it would help if I'm connected to the VATSIM network. Apparently, I got disconnected at some point, because now I'm reconnected. That was weird. Good thing there's nobody else at this particular airport this morning. It's a pretty random one, so I'd be shocked if there was anybody else at Hampton County. But I don't know why I got disconnected from VATSIM, but I'm reconnected, so all is well. All is well. The Jacksonville Center is online, so we have the opportunity to pick up flight following as well, should we desire to do so. Which we might. We'll see. See what I'm in the mood for. Actually, we probably will, actually, just to give you guys the ATC thing going. So we'll pick up flight following. All right, I'm connected to the network for reals. We're short. There's nobody coming. So I'm going to go ahead and go landing light on, beacon to rotate and strobe. Everything else is where it needs to be. We'll do the fuel boost pump on for takeoff. Hampton County traffic. Beechcraft 124 Mike Charlie departing off of runway 11. It's going to be a departure to the south, Hampton County. All right, and it's time to go flying, Chad. Shall we? We shall. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. Positive rate, no reusable runway gear coming up. Go ahead and turn to about a south, about a 190 heading, I believe. It was what, let's see, Sky Vector says it should be about a 196. So we'll turn to about a 196. Yeah, the direct is 197 according to the GPS. So our ballpark, we're going to do that. I'll get on to the heading and then I'll turn the autopilot on. I'll get the heading bug centered there in just a second. And we're actually going to be able to go nav on this thing. So we'll go this, this, this. We're going to do autopilot, yaw damper, nav. And there she goes. Hampton County traffic. Beechcraft 124 Mike Charlie departing the area to the south. We can tune up Jack Center now and we can go pick up some flight following. Jacksonville Center, good morning. Beechcraft November 124 Mike Charlie.
Or 124 Mike Charlie, Jack Center.
Hey, good morning, Jack Center. It's Beechcraft November 124 Mike Charlie. That's a BE24 out of 2,200, about 3 miles south of Hampton County. Request flight following to St. Simon's Island.
Or 124 Mike Charlie, Jack Center. Radar contact, squawk 6727. And what was the aircraft at one more time?
6727, and it's a BE24, Bravo Echo 24.
Or 124 Mike Charlie, maintain VFR 7 altimeter 3036.
3036, and we're going to be climbing VFR to 6,500.
Roger.
Just like that, we got ourselves some flight following from Jack Center. Good morning. I wouldn't say that. I don't think so. I'm sure that Jack Center is not annoyed with the flight following request. He's not super busy this morning yet. I do have the event. It's the it's a super long event with Daytona Beach that they're doing for the Daytona 500. That starts this morning. But he's not super busy, so I'm sure he's quite all right with the flight following request. If you hear a hesitant British sounding guy, that will be me. Very well. No reason to be hesitant. We all make mistakes. I still make mistakes on frequency all the time, even in real life. Yeah, DAB is Daytona Beach, correct. They're doing an event. I forget what it's called. Let me look it up. Let's go to the VAT USA calendar, shall we? 500 minutes of Daytona Beach is the name of the event. 500 minutes. So it started at 9 a.m. and it goes all the way until 5:20 p.m. Eastern, which is very specific, but that's 500 minutes. So it's basically an all-day event, and it ends conveniently right before the Super Bowl, which is smart on their part. Listen to this baby climb. Oh, I love the sounds of this one though. The sound pack from this aircraft are fabulous. Let me watch my speed here. We're gonna lower. We're still doing plenty fine on the speed. She's climbing as best she can. Doing about 1,000 feet a minute. We got one to go.
Jack
Center, good morning, Delta 3035, flight level 260.
Delta 3035, Jack Center, radar contact.
Yeah, so they're gonna have staffing all day, pretty much,
Off
for
November, India,
Daytona
Kilo
Beach
Oscar, report the same 70 report
for
in
their
sight.
event.
Please repeat, Golf November.
Off November, India, Kilo Oscar, report the same time as airport in sight.
Negative at the moment, I'm afraid. That's probably about 15 miles away from me. I'll let you know when I have it in mind.
All right, we're leveling off here shortly at our 6,500 feet. Beautiful day down here. I think it's clearing a million all the way, all over Florida. Like South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, I think it's clearing a million all down here. Which is, again, unusual. I've had such poor luck with weather for hosting events on the network, but so far I'm 2 for 2 in 2026 for the events I've hosted have been perfect weather. So hopefully that will hold true for the entirety of 2026. Maybe this is the year we finally remove that weather curse that I seem to have hosting events for the Flying Club. So far, so good this year. All right, we're leveled off. We'll get this airplane to speed up. We're going to go 2,500 on the RPM. And we're going to give whatever maximum amount of manifold pressure she can take, which looks like it's only going to be about 23 and a half. And we're also going to lean her out here. It's like right about there is where she wants to be. 13.1 is about right for the gallons per hour, I believe. And we're also going to switch tanks. Oh, I left the fuel boost pump on like an idiot, but that's okay. It allows us to switch the tanks, and then I can turn it off. And we're on our way. And now we can get some airplane ASMR. This thing sounds so good. The only problem is it doesn't say November 124 Mike Charlie. That's the only thing that always gets me. I wish they had the dynamic registration, but this thing just sounds so good.
Alicia, 31. Right with you. Roger.
Give you guys a little wing view action too. We're gonna give you all the views. Just get Zach to make me a custom livery. Zach has made me plenty of custom liveries already. Good fixins. I think I've used up my amount of custom liveries that he's made for me. I would not mind one for the Sierra, don't get me wrong, but I've asked him for so many custom liveries already at this point that I don't know if I have any requests left. Let's put it that way. No, that's better than I can do Polo Pulse. I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. I'm very not tech savvy. I'm lucky I can get the sim running at any given day at this point. Let's see, we're looking at about 32 minutes roughly. Doing not bad ground speed. 154 is not a bad ground speed for this thing, so we probably got ourselves a little bit of a tailwind going.
Jacksonville Center, Spirit 19 is 62
Actually, we could
nautical
see,
miles
I believe, the,
east
yeah,
of
12 knot
Zeppelin at wind
tailwind,
level
16 knot
370.
crosswind. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me.
Spirit Wings 19 Jack Center, radar contact. Tunnel 30 to 35, cross Kylie, get maintain flight level 240. November 1917 Jack Center, radar contact. American 1442, Miami Center, closed, frequency change approved.
I'm thankful that I have plenty of people in the Virtuous Safe Flying Club that know how to do all that tech stuff, and a lot of times they'll just do it for me when it comes to making liveries, making sceneries, or helping me out. So I'm thankful for that. It's another great thing about the Virtuous Safe Flying Club. Which it looks like we already do have someone that landed this morning. Yeah, November 281 Delta Foxtrot. So we're already in business in terms of arrivals into St. Simon. I know there's another handful on the way, including myself. We're expecting a fairly good turnout for the event this morning. We had 16 people with the cinnamon buns on it. So we're probably looking at it, and a pretty good window. You got all the way until about noon Eastern Standard Time for the window for the arrivals. So expecting a decent amount of people to show up into St. Simons this morning, so we can go get some barbecue. Southern Soul Barbecue. Go ahead and show you guys this barbecue place in St. Simons Island. That this is still for me, for all the places that I've traveled, and I've been to quite a few places between doing my, being an airline pilot, charter pilot before that. Obviously going to St. Simons, I did that when I was charter pilot flying the Beechjet Hawker 400. And this place was phenomenal. This is by far the best barbecue I've ever had. We can look at their menu here, but it's pretty straightforward. And their brisket is out of this world, worth every penny of that $22.50. And let's see, they got.
Job number India Kilo.
Where is the? Where are the pictures?
November India Kilo Oscar, no traffic observed between you and the St. Simons Airport. Squawk maintain VFR, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Job number India Kilo Oscar. Thank you very much for your HC.
Well, you know what? Let's go to their Instagram. Maybe that's where we want to go see some pictures. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, I have to sign in. That's some garbage. Oh, by the way, Boozy Sheep is streaming, in case you guys weren't aware. I did have him in the background. I almost forgot. If you don't already follow Boozy Sheep, make sure to give him a follow. My good buddy Tobias. He's in the Virtuous Safe Flying Club. He's doing this event right now in the exact same airplane. He's coming up from Daytona Beach.
Washington Center, 133.72.
Make sure you give him a follow. I'll do a shout out here.
Washington Center at 33725.
Boozy Sheep. Make sure to give him a follow. He's currently streaming. If you want to see him coming, he's coming up from the south, where I'm coming from the north. But we're in the same aircraft. He's on the way.
Delta 3035 descend via the Thor 3 arrivals.
Let's see.
San Augustine altimeter 3033.
Let me go back to.
Send via the Thor 3 arrival 3033. Delta 30.
Let's go back. Let's go here. We're gonna go on Google now and look at some of the pictures. So let's go and make you guys hungry again. So there's the ribs. Oh yeah. Oh god. Look at that. I miss this place so much. Oh my god. This is the best brisket I've ever had, Chad. Let's have this place. I miss this place so much. That's unbelievable. That looks unbelievable right now. Why am I doing this to myself at 9:25 in the morning? Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. I can't keep doing that to myself at fucking 9:30 in the morning. Can't do it. I'm super hungry now. And it's already going to be a really fat day because it's a Super Bowl. There's going to be snacks and all sorts of stuff later. Oh, by the way, you guys can see my pretty kitty. She's sleeping over here. I'll point her out. She's right here. The little black void. Hey, oh, big stretch. Look at this stretchy girl. You big stretchy. There's Clove. She's doing a full stretch. It's a full stretchy girl. Look at this little baby. She's fully stretched. She's such a good girl. Hello, good morning. Oh, you're giving me your belly. Oh. She's giving me her belly chat. It means she loves me. And she's gonna bite me eventually when she's had enough. But for now, she gives me the belly. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl, Clove. Yes, you are. There you go. There's the bite. I've reached my limit. You're a good girl, Clove. Yes, you are. Good baby. See, we got our own little cat cam going in the background. Yep, she lets you know when time's up. She'll let you rub the belly, and then when time's up, she'll give you the little nip. Be like, that's enough. Your belly rubbing time is over. Now she's just looking all cute, laying upside down. Yeah, you're such a good girl, Clove. Yes, you are. Passing over Savannah, Georgia, the Savannah Airport coming up. For those that aren't familiar with the Savannah
Number
Airport.
124 Mike Charlie, I assume your destination St. Simons?
Yeah, that's correct. Kilo Sierra, Sierra India.
Roger.
For those of you that don't know about the Savannah Airport, there's actually a weird little bit of history with that airport, being that there's actually graves, like little tombstones, that are built into the runway at the Savannah Airport. So I guess the story is that they built the airport over some kind of graveyard, I guess, or some plot of land where they had some people buried at least, and whoever it was that owned the estate or the graveyard, or I guess just the graves themselves, decided that they weren't going to exhume the bodies or whatever, something like that, and so they've got just a couple of plaques, graves that are built into the runway at Savannah. That's a real thing. Yeah, so here's the here's a better image. Here's a better image. So in 1942, expanding military operations made it necessary for the U.S. Department of War to declare a need for additional facilities. A lease was negotiated between the federal government and the city of Savannah for 1,100 acres, which is now the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Part of this acquisition included a private family cemetery belonging to the Dotson family. It is believed that the family cemetery contained 100 or more graves. The Dotsons' great-grandchildren negotiated with the federal government and all but 4 of their ancestors were relocated to the Bonaventure Cemetery in Savannah. The remaining grave markers honor the original owners of the Dotson family farm, known in the 1800s as Cherokee Hill. Okay, so I guess the graves that are still there are part of an agreement to still be there, the grave sites. So, and then of course you have the 2 graves that are legitimately built into the runway, which is still kind of crazy to me. But yeah, so there's a little bit of history for the Savannah Airport that we're flying over right now in the sim. Nice little history lesson for you all this morning. This thing just sounds so good. Unbelievably good. We got about 22 minutes to go here. Not bad. Again, we're still doing a $153, which is pretty good for this airplane.
Jack Center, good morning, Southwest 784 with the climb up 32 small.
Level 784, Jack Center, low maintain flight level 320.
Southwest 784.
So I'm an idiot. I had said that we were going to be flying over Charleston when I actually flew over Savannah as the airport that we flew over that you just did now. So I'm a little retarded, chat. I apologize. But it's okay because now we've got a great view of the ocean that's coming up. We're going to be getting just a little bit closer to the water the whole rest of the time as we make our way to St. Simons. And yeah, pretty beautiful out here over by Savannah. I don't know why I said Charleston. BFR guy, thanks for coming in today. Good morning. Hope you'll be flying with us this morning into St. Simons. Couldn't have asked for any better weather if we tried, which again, usually that doesn't work when I host events for the flying club, but today worked out great. And you are gonna have to excuse me for 1 second, chat, because I have to blow my nose. This is the Beechcraft Sierra. She is sounding lovely this morning. I love the big, just this open windshield view. I love that. Instead of having some kind of center pillar or whatever, this is just, it's beautiful. Have this great of a view out of the front of this airplane. Sounds like she's running a little lean. She might be running a little lean. I could probably boost the mixture just a little bit. I actually don't know if she's running lean or not. You put the cabin face, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I have it set correctly. We have a fuel flow of 13. I think that's right.
14-0 Jack Center, welcome.
I think 13 gallons per hour is about what you want in this airplane, so I think we're good. Temperature's good, oil's good, pressure's good, everything's in the green. So we're good there. That's what we want. We want everything in the green. I'll switch the fuel tanks here as we get closer to St. Simons. About 17 minutes to go. Not bad at all. Moving with some decent pace. I believe this is the St. Catherine's Sound that we are coming up over right now. If I'm following my charts correctly. Because I think that's the Ossabaw Sound, and I'm going to show you guys here. You got the, of course, we passed Savannah, so we had the Wausau Sound, the Ossabaw Sound. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think right now we're either over the St. Catherine Sound or maybe even Sapelo Sound. And then we have the Du Bois Sound is going to come up, and then the Altamaha Sound, and then eventually we'll get St. Simon's Island. I don't know how to say half of those. I'm probably butchering them all, but that's okay. Anyways, lots of bodies of water, and I like bodies of water. I'm a big water guy, at least to look at. I'm not much of a swimmer necessarily, going in the water, but I am very big on looking at bodies of water. I mean, you guys can infer from that what you will, I guess. I don't know.
Jacksonville Center, citation Charlie Foxtrot, Juliet Alpha Bravo is at Savannah East Service Center, requesting IFR to Daytona Beach.
Charlie Foxtrot, Juliet Alpha Bravo, Jack Center, clear to the Daytona International Airport as filed. Maintain 4,000, expect flight level 2805 5 minutes after departure. Departure is with me, squawk 4315.
Clear to Daytona International as filed, climb 4,000, expect 2805 minutes after departure. Departure with you, squawk 4315 for Foxtrot, Juliet Alpha Bravo.
Foxtrot, Juliet Alpha Bravo, readback is correct. Expect runway 10 for departure. Advise ready to taxi the Savannah Altimeter.
Is there a specific area of the airport we need to park? No, you can park anywhere on the field.
10 for departure, and we'll call you when
the FBO is located just right in like that area where all like the hangars are. I'm trying to remember actually where the FBO is. Let me see if I can remember. I think the FBO is called like Golden Isles or something. Or no, I guess it's called Velocity now. Velocity FBO. So if you look right over here, it looks like the FBO is right here off of like right near like the departure end of 16.
Legion 1218.
That's where I plan to park. However, just because I plan to park there doesn't mean you need to. You can park anywhere you want on the field.
3032.
As long as you're there, they can get the barbecue. It used to be called Golden Isle, I think, and now it's called Velocity. Must have got bought out.
American 14-0, proceed direct checker.
Jacksonville Center, good morning, Delta 91, Isabel 400.
Delta 91, Jack Center left. For 0700 Bravo Jack Center, climb and maintain flight level 230. Delta 91, proceed direct leopard.
Delta 91, we are proceeding by to leopard.
Level 784, proceed direct leopard.
Jack Center starting to pick up in terms of his busyness because he's got, of course, again, we have the Daytona Beach event that's going on from now until like 5:20 Eastern. They're doing 500 minutes of Daytona Beach in honor of the Daytona 500, which is coming up next weekend. You've got the Super Bowl this weekend. Of course, that's out in San Francisco later tonight. But they're going to be pretty busy. Jack Center is going to be pretty busy all day, and he's starting to pick up, it looks like.
30,
But for now,
contact Daytona approach 125.8.
Approach 1258, Delta 3035.
he also has the pleasure of us getting some flight following from him as we go to St. Simon's Island, which we're getting warm. We got about 30 miles, 12 minutes to go. We're getting warmer. Let's see. Looking at the weather, St. Simon's Island wind 050 at 10. 050 at 10. So it looks like it's going to be runway 4. And it looks like runway 4 is just the normal left downwind. So if we're coming from this way and we're going to runway 4 and we want to make a left downwind, it looks like we should just be able to join the left downwind pretty much from the direction we're coming from, which is convenient. It's going to be nice and easy for us to just join a left downwind for runway 4. That actually kind of works out. Very, very convenient. Now we do have to eventually descend to get to traffic pattern altitude, and the field is at 19 feet. So really we're looking to get down to
25 on the frequency.
1,000 feet for the traffic pattern altitude. So we're going to eventually have to start a descent here. And we know we're going to need to lose 5,500 feet. And we're going to probably be descending at about 1,000 feet a minute.
Battle 700.
So the math checks that it's about 5.5 minutes. So yeah, we're going to be just starting our VFR descent here fairly soon. Sneak a peek in where Boozy's at. Looks like he's cruisy roozy as well. I think he's still
Number 124 Mike Charlie Jacksonville, altimeter 3032.
3032 for Mike Charlie, thanks. Getting warmer, chat. We're getting warmer. It's almost time to start our descent here.
Delta 3024, cross Kyla, gotta maintain flight level 240.
Cross Kyla, gotta maintain flight level 240, Delta 3034.
Should probably, well, we'll get ready to get the CTAF for St. Simon's. The CTAF frequency for St. Simon's Island is 123.05, 123.05. So we'll get that ready to go in the secondary here. 123.050. So we're ready to switch to that once we get the airport in sight and get rid of the flight following. We're going to start our VFR descent. Jacksonville Center, November 124 Charlie. We're going to start our VFR descent.
124 Mike Charlie, Rod. Sure, one able report field in sight.
Let you know when we pick it up for Mike Charlie. I'll go ahead and start on down. Polo Post, thanks for flying in. Make sure to mark yourself for attendance if you haven't done so already in the Discord.
American 5344 Jack Center, recycle transponder squawk
Excellent work.
6507.
Thanks for flying with us this morning. Again, I know for you that a lot of our events being in the evening of Eastern U.S. time are going to be difficult
Walker
for
67
you to participate in. But when we do have these morning events, it does kind of help out with your European guys' schedule. So we appreciate you joining us this morning. believe I can just barely see the field out there. We'll wait a few more miles and then we'll call it. Actually, we'll go ahead and cancel flight following now. And Jack Center, 4 Mike Charlie. We have the field side. We can cancel flight following.
124 Mike Charlie, no traffic is between you and the St. Simon's Airport. Squawk VFR, frequency exchange approved.
VFR, frequency change approved, 4 Mike Charlie. Thanks for the help this morning. Have a good one.
Yep. Other aircraft calling in, I didn't copy. Say again.
Yeah, we got about only about 10 minutes away from landing. If you guys want to start putting landing rate guesses in the chat, now would be the time. Positive or negative number. Do not need the exclamation point predict. Kenny Monster's not here this morning, but if he was, he'd still do it anyway because he's Kenny Monster. But if you guys want to guess what my landing rate, I'm using Volanta. You just got to throw in a number, positive or negative, does not matter. If it means the same, what you think my landing rate's going to be in St. Simon's this morning. Oh, I don't have a rigged command, but if I did, it would say something along the lines of, it's not rigged, Kenny Monster. Sometimes you just lose. It's a little too early in the morning, I think, for Kenny Monster to be here. Also, I think I haven't seen him in, I haven't talked to him on Discord in a bit, so he's definitely probably got some busy life stuff going on. There's the field right there, coming into view. And again, we're going to be very easy to join the left downwind for runway 4. Boom, 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 boom. See if I can do it without screwing it up. Let's go ahead and switch the fuel tanks. We'll go to the more full tank here now for the approach and landing. Probably should have switched a little bit sooner, actually, since we got a 4-gallon difference, but that's okay. We'll stay on the fuller tank. That's correct, Good Fixins. That is correct. 100%. 100%. There's the field, there's our runway. It's all coming together. St. Simon's traffic. Beechcraft November 124 Mike Charlie is 10 miles to the north. Get on our left downwind for runway 4, St. Simon's. I'm going to go ahead at this point and turn the autopilot, yaw damper off, all that. We're going to go ahead and do this by hand the rest of the way. So go ahead and get your landing rate guesses in. So far, Good Fixins is the only one who's guessed a landing rate of 99. If you guys want to put in a landing rate, now would be the time. Does the Sierra have a both on the fuel selector tank? I don't think it does. The answer is no, it does not. Oh. Billy Shears, thanks for coming in today. No, it does not have a both option. You have to switch tanks left and right. And you have to make sure you switch the tanks regularly, which I probably should have switched to the right tank a little bit sooner for the balance, but that's okay. As long as we're landing on the more full tank, we should be perfectly fine. Got the field in sight. Again, we're going to about 1,000 feet for traffic pattern altitude. Nobody else here yet. It's going to be kind of quiet getting in here. No other flying club members that are super close right now. We're the only ones in the area at the moment. There's going to be plenty of other flying club members flying in, of course, throughout the morning. There's a bunch that are already on the way, but it's going to be quiet for us right now since we're the only one in the area. But we're still going to make our calls, the appropriate calls, because that's what we need to do. We need to start slowing down probably a little bit, coming in here a little bit hot in terms of speed. Let's see if we can start slowing down here so we can start getting some flaps in and the gear in and all that eventually. Get those landing rate guesses in. Got 2 so far. Starting to get slowed up here. We're joining our left downwind for runway 4. So go ahead and sling our gear. First notch of flaps. Now we're cooking with gasoline. Nice 45-degree angle for our downwind here. St. Simon's traffic. Beechcraft 124, Mike Charlie left downwind runway 4, St. Simon's. I don't know what the heck just happened to my voice there for a second. All right, we are in the left downwind. We're the only ones here. Be able to fly pretty much our own pattern. We'll wait until the runway is behind our left wing, and then we'll make our base turn. Wind is definitely pushing us off a little bit here, it feels like. But we're going to do our best to maintain a good pattern here. Last call on the landing rate guesses, because I am in the downwind. We can start leaving our traffic pattern altitude now because we're midfield and we're the only ones here. We're going to keep a nice tight pattern. Nice tight pattern. We're almost there, Vex. If you want to put a landing rate guess in, now would be the time. Turning base. St. Simon's traffic. Beechcraft 124, my Charlie is turning left base for runway 4, St. Simon's. St. Simon's traffic, Beechcraft 124, my Charlie is final for runway 4. It's a full stop, St. Simon's. All right, gear down, flaps full, nobody in front of us. We've made our calls. We're gonna go ourselves, clear to land. Got a little bit of a displaced threshold here because of the trees at the end of the runway, it looks like. So let's make sure we don't come up short, slightly low. According to the Poppy, but that's okay. We're visual. We just got to make sure we don't come up short. I don't think the Poppy are correct. Oh, we floated her a little bit. That's okay. Still came down nice and smooth. And we'll be able to exit the runway with pretty quick pace here. And we'll go ahead and taxi over to that FBO. St. Simons Island traffic. Beechcraft 124 Mike Charlie is clear of runway 4. St. Simons. All right, so we can go ahead and now turn this to just rotating beacon on. We can switch this to taxi lights. Drank too much Thursday, now I have to pee real bad. Let's get this thing on the ground. Oh, okay, let me hurry. Let me paddle faster to the FBO, sorry. I'll move a little bit faster to get to the FBO for you. Good fix since you got a potty. St. Simons traffic, Beechcraft 124 Mike Charlie is crossing runway 1634 St. Simons. St. Simons traffic, Beechcraft 124 Mike Charlie is clear of all runways St. Simons. All right, we'll pull into the FBO here. We'll get some nice princess parking so that we can get to the little boys' room for good fixins here. Nice princess parking. There you go. Set the brake. We'll ground the mags. Back to both. Kill the engine. Ignition off. And we'll turn everything off. Battery off. All right, get out. Good. Get out, Fixie. Go take your piss. There you go. We're here. Welcome. We made it. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see, what can we do with this thing, with the ground stuff here? We can put some shocks. We can tie it down. We can put a tail cover. Torpedo cover. I don't like the top cover. We don't need to do that. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, I think that's all we need. Look at that. Boom, tied down, closed up. I accidentally closed the door. Leave the door open, get some nice fresh air in. Boom, we're done, we're here. Let me go ahead and put my attendance now in the Flying Club Discord real quick. See, we probably landed about 4 minutes ago, so that'd be 14:56. All right, we got ourselves marked for attendance. Very nice, very nice. All right, we did it. Now let's look at the landing rate. Review your flight on Atlanta statistics. We landed with a 1.1 G because I did float a little bit, and so it was a little bit firm. But landing rate minus 34. Minus 34. Not bad. I think that would technically put. I don't know if we should count 0 landing rate as a prediction, Vex, because I don't think you can't land at 0 feet per minute. That's not physically possible, but that does technically make you the closest guess. I mean, I guess it counts. I minus 34. I guess Vex is the winner. Although 0 is not. I don't think. It's not how that works. It's not how any of this works. It's not how any of this works yet. All right, that's it. I'm here. I've done my attendance. The flying club still plenty much in action. I'm going to hand you guys off to Boozy Sheep since he's doing this right now. And you guys can see more Beechcraft Sierra action from him coming from the other direction. And you guys can judge his landing compared to mine. Mine's going to be hard to beat, I think. Other than maybe floating a little bit, he's going to have his work cut out for him trying to top that. So, but anyways, go ahead and say hi to Mr. Sheep for me. Again, I'm sorry that I really can only stream about once or twice a month at this point. It's just kind of the way that it is with my work schedule and everything else that I've got going on. But I'm happy to be here with you guys this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully, I'll see you all again very soon, or at least whenever the next time I stream is. You guys will see me in other people's chats too, including this man right here, Boozy Sheep. We're going to go ahead and raid him. Go say hello to him. You guys get even more Beechcraft Sierra action going into St. Simons. It's going to be like deja vu, except with a different streamer. He's probably got a little bit of a better voice than I do as well, I will admit. And he is also a great dude. Love him very much. Go ahead and say hello to him for me. Guys, thanks for coming in today. I'll see you next time.
And all these different things that happened, those were all key